The world's population almost quadrupled in the last century, but demand for water grew at double that rate. Over the next 50 years, more people and changing lifestyles will need yet another 55% more water. Farmers will use almost 3/4 of it. Because rising populations need more food, some 70% more. How will we balance demand for water while producing the food, goods, and power needed for the future? Farmers will have to compete with households, manufacturing, and the power sector for scarce water supplies, raising food security concerns unless farmers grow more crop per drop. By 2050, almost 4 billion people will live in river basins, drawing out an unsustainable amount of water. In South Asia and the Middle East, much of China, and parts of Africa, more people using more water means there won't be enough for everyone. And what they do have will be increasingly polluted. More than 2 billion people in urban and rural areas of poor and middle-income countries didn't have access to decent sanitation in 1990. That figure drops to about 1.4 billion in 2050, still too high. In 1990, 1.2 billion people living in poor and middle-income countries didn't have access to treated water. By 2050, this figure will drop to under 300 million, though their water is still not always safe to drink. In India, China, and much of Africa, increased agricultural runoff from farm animals, fertilizers, and other chemicals will increase water pollution. More people living in larger cities will further strain inadequate sanitation systems. 3 times as much polluted wastewater will flow into rivers and lakes, making people sick and killing fish, plants, and animals. That's bad news for oceans, too. Pollution will pour from rivers into the Atlantic, the Indian, and the Pacific, causing algae blooms and creating dead zones. The solution? People should pay for the water they use, and they should pay to clean the water they pollute. That would discourage waste and cut down pollution. More money is needed for infrastructure and innovation to go along with more recycling, the reuse of water, and natural ecosystems. That's how we'll have enough water to produce food, electricity, and goods for a healthier, wealthier world in 2050.